Hey guys, welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show and happy Friday. The topics that we discussed today were Wynn-Wynn and how high-end gamers are officially coming to RAK.
We also discussed Abu Dhabi was just named the world's richest city.
And where the region's biggest obstacle course is coming to Dubai, they're officially launching in the Middle East.
Also, exciting news, Eric, Prydz HOLO is coming to Expo City Arena.
And lastly, would you report your noisy neighbor?
So we would really love if you subscribe to the Lovin Dubai show podcast, wherever you get your podcast from. Enjoy the show.
Good morning, Dubai. Happy Friday. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about today. I have got Hisham on the show.
Morning,
Welcome.
Casey. How are you?
I'm very well. Farah's ill though, and we were like in very close contact all day yesterday, so I'm a bit concerned that
I'm always happy to jump in, especially on a Friday morning. Fridays is my favorite.
You feel bad sending out the text and like, I'm going to do it, but he's here, he's keen. And we're going to jump into our top stories. We're talking about Wynn-Wynn. The high-end gamers are coming to Ras Al Khaimah, and the hotel says that the UAE is our most exciting market in decades.
Abu Dhabi was named the world's richest city in the region.
And the region's biggest obstacle course is coming to Dubai. And who else is coming? And we're super excited about it. Eric Prydz is bringing HOLO to Expo City Arena. This sounds so cool. I've got people hammering on the door for tickets for this.
One last thing. Would you report your noisy neighbor?
We're going to talk about that in the show. I think it depends on the situation. Also, we had an amazing sit down with Indian actor Abhishek Banerjee. It was a great chat. He was so open and honest and laid back. And he also shared what we think is a pretty controversial secret to success. So if you'd like to hear more on that, do stay tuned. That will be live at about 8:55.
Weather today is 37 degrees Celsius with humidity at 78%. How are you feeling the weather?
Absolutely fine, but I'm not outside, so
Yeah.
I don't even notice. I feel like it's winter at this point.
At this point?
Yeah.
Well, at night I'm planning to start taking walks at night, because I just feel like it's at night, especially when I go home, like at 11ish, you feel there's a bit of wind, so I would open actually the window of the car and just get some air.
Yeah.
So I think it's coming, hopefully by mid of this month.
I feel like it's been fine for a while. Like, it's been evening walk weather for like 2 or 3 weeks.
But the humidity was high. Like, the weather was good, but humidity itself like was a bit high.
I just like the heat. I don't like anything that's like chilly and cold. But I do like a reason to stay indoors, and Love is Blind Habibi is giving us that. So this dropped on Netflix yesterday. If you don't know, it's a famous show called Love is Blind. I think it's in the States. But now they've done an Arab version, and it's going to be controversial because it shows the Arab dating scene, and it shows a pretty modern look on how Arabs are dating. Did you get to watch it?
I still haven't watched the episode, but it's on my list, and I really like the name Love is Blind Habibi.
Yeah, it's cute.
And I think that came from, the signature Habibi, come to Dubai.
Yeah.
So I think they use this to market it in a very good way. Also,
it's so smart.
I think it's very fun. It's very interesting, especially with Arab couples. It's different because they think different, they react different, and there's also those two famous couples we were chatting about before the show started. Okay, I'll tell you. One of them, he liked this girl, and then he told her like not to speak to other boys, and she was fine with that. And then after that, she tried to speak with another guy, but he told her, no, I can't speak to you because me and my brother, we discussed that. We cannot, so it's like a bro code.
This is what the show does, is that like it kind of heightens what people's relationship traits are. And it's actually that guy, Shafik, and Karma. So he really likes her and she really likes him. And they have this kind of strong relationship. But the whole premise of the show is that they're in these pods and you can't see each other. So they're having conversations, they don't see each other, and they start connecting. They start connecting quite quickly. And he basically is like, I'm really into you, but I need your trust. I need to make sure you're not talking to anyone. And then when his friend goes in to talk to Karma, his friend is like, I can't talk to you. And she accepts it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, based on the culture, yeah.
Yeah, but it's the whole thing is that the show is that like you're meant to be open-minded, meeting like 10 people. How is that you, Masa? You would do which? Don't talk to other guys. But are you talking to other people? If you're saying don't talk to other people, are you allowed to talk to other people?
Well, and it will be equal, but that doesn't happen because mainly the man would say, I'll be honest, the man would say, oh, don't talk to this boy, don't talk to this boy. He'll start talking to other girls. Just being fair. Just being fair. Just being
don't
fair.
allow that.
Just being fair. It should be from both sides.
Yeah.
But I think if she accepts that, she's just trying to show him that I want to gain your trust.
There was one other thing that was a bit of a red flag. So she's like, I'm Karma, I like dancing. Mm-hmm. And at one point, now they don't show you all of the conversations, but he goes, I'm not okay with that.
Oh. Okay. Maybe he doesn't like... I think the man really doesn't like to see his girl or his woman or his girlfriend or whoever he's crushing on to be in the spotlight or like have attention on her, you know?
Yeah, Masa just said, Hisham, don't base it on yourself. That is a vast generalization on men because there was another guy who the girl was like, you know, I love walking into the room, I love attention. He was like, oh, same here. We're going to be best pals because we both get a lot of attention as we walk into the room.
Jealousy is a very important matter in any relationship. It needs to be there with a high number and a big percentage in order for this relationship to succeed.
Okay, let's move on. I feel like jealousy is healthy, but there is a certain level, and
yeah, obviously, like we all get jealous about with their percentage, and we all don't need attention, and we want to see attention with a different percentage as well. But you know, let's see. Very excited for this season. Let's see how it kicks off, and I think we're going to see more couples together, and it also explores how the Middle East and how they think and how they act, because if you compare it with Love is Blind, it's totally different.
Yes, you know? so true.
Mm-hmm.
And if you haven't watched it, it launched yesterday. Let's have like a book club, but for Netflix and Love is Blind TV, trash TV. But love it, and let's rediscuss more couples on Monday when I've watched the rest of the show. Mm-hmm. Let's jump into our top story. Wynn-Wynn. This is the most exciting market in decades for the Wynn Casino, which is going to set up in Ras Al Khaimah, and its plan to woo high-end gaming clientele from abroad. And this is according to Smashy Business. So Wynn Resorts was awarded the UAE's first ever gaming license for 2027, the Island Project. And according to an investor's report, this new resort will deliver meaningful long-term economic benefits to Ras Al Khaimah.
The license award follows a diligent and extensive review by the GCGRA. Wayne said in the report, Wynn Resorts thanks the GCGRA for the confidence and trust, for the trust of the license grant significant, and is proud to be the recipient of the first commercial gaming facilities license in the UAE.
And we are underway with the construction of our resort in Ras Al Khaimah. You've seen the videos of it. It looks super cool. And they're excited to be a key partner in the development of the tourism economy. The project, aims to serve as a catalyst for Ras Al Khaimah's tourism industry, stimulating foreign direct investment and expanding employment opportunities. It's going to be so interesting to watch how this unfolds, and I can't wait to visit just to see how it looks. Yeah. I've seen the stills, the images. This is just one of them. It looks so impressive. It's an island off Ras Al Khaimah. It's beautiful.
It's very luxury.
It's so luxury. Can you imagine?
So and I love those boats. This small marina. It looks so nice. To be fair, Ras Al Khaimah has been developing so much in the past years. Yesterday we had the segment there. It's very beautiful. It is very beautiful. It's
so beautiful, and I wish we had it up here, but the still of what the architecture of the hotel looks like, because the whole purpose of this is the first gaming license introduced hotel into the region, and the whole purpose of the Gaming Regulatory Authority, which you mentioned, is a transparent model where it will fit with the ethos of the society here. Yes. And even just by the architectural plans, how it looks, it doesn't shout, it doesn't scream brash, it doesn't scream crass. It looks extremely high end. It looks extremely luxury. And as we said, it's going to attract those high-end individuals. But those high individuals might be running between Ras Al Khaimah, Dubai and Abu Dhabi, because our next story is Abu Dhabi was just named the world's richest global city. So SWF shared a new ranking of the wealthiest cities based on the capital, managed by the sovereign wealth funds. So along with Oslo, Beijing, Singapore, Riyadh and Hong Kong, Abu Dhabi accounts for 2/3 of the world's sovereign wealth fund, totaling at 12.5 trillion. A lot of money in and out of Abu Dhabi, and more coming as we see magnates in the SWF fund industry relocating their home businesses to Abu Dhabi. But would you relocate your home business to Abu Dhabi, or would you stay in Dubai?
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
You'd go to Abu Dhabi?
Yeah.
To love in Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, why not?
Really?
It's a good idea. We can pitch that. We can pitch that after Q4.
Pitch which, your move?
To Abu Dhabi.
Why? What interests you about the capital?
I haven't visited Abu Dhabi that much, but recently at the development I saw that happen in Abu Dhabi when I first visited in 2015, and when I saw 2024, a big change. I'm the type of person I live in Production City, because Production City is like a very quiet area, no traffic.
True.
It's very low-key, leaving it, you have traffic, but staying inside it, there is no traffic, or you got all the facilities you want. I feel like Abu Dhabi is the bigger production city, because it's really different than Dubai. Traffic-wise, obviously, both cities are busy, but I'm sure during weekends, specifically, Dubai is different, But in terms of the city, the development, the facilities, both equals. But Abu Dhabi is just, it's the capital. Also, it has beautiful places, have beautiful beaches to visit, have beautiful sites. Like it looks more of like a calm area than Dubai,
It is calm. Yeah, I lived there for 2 years, and I agree with you that this was 8 to 10 years ago, and I agree that it's changed so much.
Yeah.
But what they've done, which is similar to what Ras Al Khaimah is doing, is they've developed tourism, but yet kept it calm. So you have amazing restaurants, you have amazing arenas. The Etihad Arena is phenomenal. Obviously, Zayed International Airport has just been redone, and that's going to bring more tourism, but it doesn't have that like super busy city vibes. So Dubai is a 20s, 30s city. And then maybe if you have a family, then you move to Abu Dhabi, because Saadiyat Island is so beautiful, it's so chill, but it's a quieter way of life. And like Dubai, it would be sad to miss Dubai at the moment. Like Dubai is just constantly changing, and it's so exciting. So I couldn't leave now.
Well, you can always come for weekends.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Saadiyat Island, yes, please.
Yeah, and also like you see the upcoming, like most of the upcoming events always happen in Abu Dhabi. Like Coldplay is coming to Abu Dhabi. F1 happens in Abu Dhabi. Yeah, yes, Island holds a lot of events, exciting, big people, high celebrities, NBAs in Abu Dhabi.
NBAs in Abu Dhabi.
I feel like if I'm in Abu Dhabi and this is happening just right next to me, I'll be more pressured to go rather than I'm in Dubai.
You'd have serious FOMO if you weren't going to these things and you're living in Abu Dhabi. But the jury's out. I think both amazing, and how lucky are we to have both Emirates on our doorstep, and the Wynn coming to Ras Al Khaimah is very exciting. Speaking of very exciting, if you're into obstacle courses, this is huge. The region's biggest obstacle course is coming to Dubai. So if you're an adventure enthusiast, this is for you. The GCC is about to welcome a new obstacle course racing experience. Get to know this name. Arabian Warrior is inspired by Arabian culture, born in the Middle East, and this brand is going to go global. So the inaugural event kicks off in Dubai on October 26th, followed by races in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and beyond. The event will include a range of races. So it's for 5K, 10K, 15, 20, and 50, the whole 9 yards. And also there's a kids race doing 1.6K, providing options for all participants. Each have a unique Arabic-themed obstacles, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
And also for competitive racers, the age group heats and elite category will feature time run, with the top finish taking home prizes, plus enjoy the post-race fun village with entertainment, food and drinks.
So if you want to take part, sign up now at arabianwarrior.me to become a member, and also to secure a 10% lifetime discount on future events. I would take note of that, because if you do it and you love it, you want to come back every year. So they're launching this, and what a cool way to do it. So if you think you're going to be part of the Arabian Warrior family, get that lifetime discount. Tickets for Dubai are online and available now, so don't wait. I love these obstacle courses. I've done one, and it was so hard, actually. I'm remembering I was not that fit. And you had an option, I don't know if you could do it at this one, and you had an option to sideline.
Oh, for a while.
And like not do you could just walk instead of take them on. So I started walking, because you're running in the desert.
Yeah, especially with the sand, it's triple the effort, not only the double the effort. But to be fair, those are the days where just like you feel how good you treat your body. Because when you do such like very hard workout I think it's most of the time it starts at 7 in the morning.
Early doors, yeah.
And then it finishes at 1, 2. And like, I like the vibe, I like the teams teaming up together, also like the music, fun, drinks and food. It's like an atmosphere that even if you're not into it, you would want to watch like people pushing each other to win, a team working hard. And most of the work is like teamwork, so we'd have to help each other. So you would get that like excitement, even if you're not into the sport or you don't want to like.
So true. I 100% agree with you that like there's no better way to start your day on a weekend than that type of activity. But speaking of vibes and atmosphere, Prydz HOLO is coming to Expo City Arena. The wait is over, and I promise you, people are rapping on the door to get tickets for this, so get yours now. Prydz HOLO is coming to Expo City Arena, and Lovin Dubai is a super excited media partner for this event. So for the first time in the Middle East, the groundbreaking live AV show will immerse you in a stunning fusion of music and technology, creating a sensory experience like no other.
Taking place on October 18, 2024, during the closing of J6 2024, HOLO promises to be an unforgettable event known for its jaw-dropping visuals and mind-bending 3D holograms. Prydz show is more than a concert, it's a full-on journey into the future of the live entertainment.
And alongside Prydz, expect performances from the top DJs George Pravati, Paul Derry and more. So tickets starting at just 295 dirham, and they are selling fast. So don't miss out on this unique event, one of a kind in the Middle East. Secure your tickets now at platinumlist.net. So is this like this is what the type of events are? So it's like DJ setup, cool tunes, and then it's super immersive. Go back and forth, super immersive. I've been to these kinds of shows before, and they're phenomenal.
Yeah, I think visuals is very important.
Yeah,
and
it makes a stage.
When you see, like, you know, when the 3D starting, when we first knew that there was a cinema called 3D cinema, when you wear the glasses and then you feel the people are interacting. I experienced that back in Disneyland in Paris 2008, and it was for me like, we're in another world, but seeing such a thing right now in 2024, like you feel like you're in a different phase, in a different set, enjoying something else, especially with the music, like concerts and like kind of those concerts specifically when I have the DJs, because back you would have Tomorrowland very big, but with those things showing like that, it's very amazing. It looks so good.
Super slick. We haven't actually seen this level of concert, this type of concert at Expo in a while. So get your tickets at platinumlist.net for Prydz HOLO. They will sell out. Jumping into our next story, would you report your noisy neighbours? A Facebook post wants your opinions, and we want your thoughts on this one. So it reads, at about 1 a.m., my husband and I, we heard screaming and crying. And I'm actually going to preface this by saying, if this triggers you, you can reach out for help on it, because we're aware that there's some themes of abuse in this story. So I heard them screaming and crying and breaking things from our upper floor. We live on the 3rd floor, and it was coming from the 4th floor. The fights lasted until about 3:30 a.m. What would you do in this scenario? Do you report it to the security or police? And then finally it said, I hope both are okay. And girls, if your relationship with your boyfriend is no longer in peace, walk away for everyone's sanity.
Me personally, if I hear something is getting hurt, or I feel something is above my expectation of how I see things, if I'm in a situation, I would report it.
Yeah, I think you're.
I'll report.
Would you? But I think most people, I think if they heard that, they would. But it's at what level do you report it? So do you go directly to them, or do you go to your building security, or do you go to the police?
I think me going to them won't do anything, because I put myself in the situation. If like I'm having a fight now and I'm not doing things I'm supposed to do, using my mouth, using my hand, you know. If anyone comes, he will make things worse. But actually, you need someone to involve so there's a stop happens. So I think the police, because even the security, you know.
I think, yeah, I would be, I'm quite nervous to confront people, like strangers in that type of situation. But I think in this situation, if you hear something that doesn't sound okay, I'd be down to the security and I'd tell them and then maybe have the conversation because you don't know how you'd act. And I think that is what I would do in that situation. I think the security and they'd be like, let's call the police or let's do something because you'd be so frightened for the people in that apartment as to what's going on.
Yeah, I would straightforward call the police because at the end, if the security jumps in, like at the end, it's what's happening in my house. Like, this is the answer you'll get. Like, if my voice is high, I'll look down. That's all you have from me. Do you know
that if the security building in my building came to me and they wanted to say something, I'd probably hear them, you know. But
yeah.
I respect that they'd come to my door and
yes,
then
obviously.
I guess it totally depends on who's behind the door and what's going on, but do you not think the security in buildings are strong enough?
They're very strong, but they don't have the same power and authority just like a police. When you open the door for a policeman, it's different from open for a security man. Obviously, securities are very helpful. They have a lot of authorities for the building. They're also there for help if you're facing any problems. Securing the building, staying 24 hours and see the cameras and securing the building, obviously. But when it comes to this situation, you need the police to involve.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think this is a bit of an extreme situation. I think you might be right on that one. It's 8:53 on a Friday morning. We hope you go into this weekend and have a fabulous weekend. If you're looking for something to do, we just posted a video about Mushrif Park. It's amazing 10-kilometer park just outside of Dubai. It looks beautiful. There's more information on the post if you'd like to check it out. Before we get there, it's 8:54 and it's time for our sit down with Abhishek Banerjee. He came into the office last week and I said we had a great conversation, so we hope you enjoy it. Thank you, Hisham.
Thank you, Casey.
Have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Today's guest is the one and only Abhishek Banerjee, a true master of his craft, best known for his work on Street 2 and of course the series Patel Lock. We are so excited to welcome him to the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me here. Oh God.
We appreciate your time. Let's get going.
Thank you. We're so excited, as Casey has mentioned, to have you here, and we know that you are fresh out of the red carpet, green carpet at IFA, right?
Yeah.
So, and you met Shah Rukh Khan, the greatest Shah Rukh Khan, and
Yes.
you described him as the generous king.
Yes.
So if you can explain to us, how was that specific moment when you met him?
Oh well, I think I had met him long time back when I was a casting assistant. You know, I used to cast for movies also before I became an actor, and it took me approximately 8 years to meet him again. You know, he's that kind of a busy man. He's that important that it took me 8 years to actually see him again. And this time around, he knew my name. He had seen my work.
Wow.
And he just went on stage and he took my name and he appreciated my work. And the minute I went on the podium, he just hugged me.
Wow.
You know, and that's really one of the most special moments. I think Shah Rukh Khan means he's God for us. You know, like he's really loved by the entire nation. So when he when he showcases love on you, I thought that was very generous.
Wow.
You know, and sometimes what happens is when people, you know, I'm just candid. I mean, I think sometimes people appreciate you, but they don't mean it. You know, just doing it for like formality. But when SRK, we call him that, when he did it, I could just feel the soul. Like, you know, he was really honest and he was really generous about his admiration towards my work. And that's why I called him a generous king. Like, you know, these days we don't get to touch kings.
Wow.
So he touched, and it was like very
Beautiful.
nice. Really nice, yeah.
I love that moment so much, and what a moment for you in terms of, you know, 8 years later, and he recognizes you, and you know, a hug is so special and so warm. But there were so many other moments from the awards. Like here in Dubai in the UAE, we felt it so much. Like if it was so big. So I just wonder, what's it like for you hitting the red carpet now when everyone knows your name as you're a household name?
Yeah, it feels amazing. Yeah, I think I've always been saying that I love attention because I'm the only child. So my parents like really gave me a lot of attention because of that. You know, the only child, you get whatever you want. And to get that kind of attention from the audience, from the media, from people like, who admire you, love you, I think that I just feel great. I wake up with a smile and I'm never tired. I think love does that to you, when people are like really in awe of you, you're also in awe of yourself. You're like, how did you just make it? Like, as I just said, like 8 years back, I was a nobody in the room where Shah Rukh Khan was. And 8 years later, he knows my name. There are people who know my name, they're screaming my name. It was unbelievable, unbelievable. And this is my first time in IFA. Last year, I got nominated for a film of mine called Bhediya. And I was alongside Mr. Shah Rukh Khan again because he was nominated for another film. Okay. So I was very happy. I didn't want the award. For me, it was like, a reward itself that, that him and me are in the same list of nominees. So from there, but I couldn't come because I had some validity issues on my passport. 6-month validation you need, right? And that's when I realized that you need to be very, very updated with your government documents.
100%.
Yeah. But then I always say that if you don't get something, universe has better plans for you. And this year, when I got the opportunity to host IFA Rocks, I think I realized why universe, in a way, did not let me come last year.
How many full circle moments?
Yeah.
How great.
Literally, that we often say like everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
However, we felt like from the outside perspective that Bollywood transferred to the UAE. Because it was amazing, seeing the IFA Awards was amazing. So what was the experience for you like in the IFA Awards this year?
Oh, well, amazing, because I think I shared the stage with some of my favorite actors. Vicky Kaushal was there, Kriti Sanan was there, Shahid Kapoor was there. I think Siddhant Chaturvedi, who was also my co-host for IFA Rocks. I think we all know each other since a long time and I've been a huge admirer of their work. So it was like a family, I just felt included because it takes a lot of time to really make a mark in a big industry like Bollywood. So finally, when I was, with them, I felt very special because it was like almost representing India on a global platform. Because of course, we know that there are a lot of international audience who look up to Bollywood and watch Bollywood movies, especially in Dubai. I can see the craze is really, really mad. Everybody knows Bollywood. They know the Bollywood actors and the names and everything. I can see posters of our actors and actresses everywhere in the city. So yeah, I just felt included. I felt that I'm a part of this, and also to just host the event. We were on this big stage with so many people. And they're all cheering for you. They're like, laughing at your jokes. They're clapping for you. I think I've been a stage actor. So, that kind of experience is like, I think the most satisfying experience for any performer. Because I feel, especially in the theaters, you get to see the audience clapping and whistling for you. That's one. But when you see it live, I think it really, really transfers the energy. So I felt very high with a lot of positive energy after the show.
That's so true because you're never getting that reaction from the audience.
Yes.
And you touched on making your mark, and we want to go right back. So before you became a casting director, you started your career in Delhi theatre, and you've broken into Bollywood, which is a dream career succession. So I'm just wondering, standing where you are now with the audience admiration, is there something you know about Bollywood now that you wish you knew when you started your career in theatre in Delhi?
That it is a lot of hard work, and you have to somehow prepare yourself for that. Because usually when you see it from outside, you just feel that actors are living a crazy life. They're like just into vanity and they're like living a relaxed life and they're chilling on sets. But when I started acting, I realized it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of physical hard work, and also you need to be mentally very, very focused and strong to carry on with the long day of shoot. So I wish that I knew it before, so that I would have prepared myself better. But then, nevertheless, I think I learned on the job, and I'm very happy to go on set and work, slog for those 12 hours and be in character and interact with the crew and the co-actors and rehearse lines. I love my job.
What a wild life you live in comparison to us, I have no doubt.
That is beautiful. But what is one habit that you incorporate in your daily routine that you believe has contributed a lot to your success?
Daydreaming.
Oh,
really?
tell us more.
Yeah.
Are you a manifester?
Yeah, totally. I believe in. I didn't realize that manifestation really works till it started working, and then I also started believing in magic. I think I think we don't realize that this universe is full of magic, and there are certain times that you dream about a certain picture in your life, and then universe gives you more. And you're like, hey, I didn't picture that. So manifestation is what about you picture, right? But magic is when it gives you more than what you picture. So I started believing in that, and I realized that all those years of daydreaming, sitting on the couch and doing nothing, and I do that a lot even now. When I'm not working, I'm on my couch and doing nothing. I don't even watch TV, or I'm not on my phone. I'm just like sitting and just
daydreaming,
wondering, imagining, where am I traveling, what am I doing in the next few years, what am I doing now, what was my past, all of that. So I just love that. I mean, that's I think one of the most essential habits I have.
Have a dream. That's beautiful. But you've broken Bollywood. So to people watching today, and you say you had a dream, is it a dream or is it hard work?
I don't think your dreams will come true if you don't work hard towards it. It's very, very important, and also you need to be focused, and you need to in your low times. I think it's essential that you keep yourself motivated all the time. It's not easy. I know it's not easy, but you have to find a way. You have to read books. You have to meet people who have done it before. You need to interact with people who are really making it big in Bollywood, and understand that how are they doing it, because it can be really depressing sometimes, because there's nobody who can support you in this very, very difficult and competitive field. So how do you manage that? How do you manage your personal life? How do you manage your personal well-being? All of that is very, very important to actually achieve those goals or those dreams, and make those dreams come true.
Speaking of a competitive field, of course you were casting, so you've been in the business for nearly a decade, if not over. Do you have anyone within the industry that you can bounce ideas off? Is it super competitive that you can't discuss roles with other people? Or is there actually kind of a friendlier environment? And do you have someone on WhatsApp that you're like, hey, what do you think about this role?
No, of course, I think I always called my friends, like Rajkumar Rao, he was also in Stree, him, me, very good friends. So I always keep asking him about some kind of acting tips whenever I need it. And Amar Kaushik, the director of Stree, he and me, we go a long way. He was an associate director when I was an associate casting director on a project. So we know each other from that era. I've seen him struggle, I've seen him dream, and now he's one of the biggest directors in Bollywood. So I'm very lucky that my friends, in a way, they have grown with me. That's the best place to be in, because when your friends do it with you, I think you enjoy it more. There is some personal touch to it. So every time I get some kind of an offer, a character, whatever, I think I always pick up the call on him. And I'm like, hey, what do you think? Should I just go for it, or what do you suggest? And he always gives me suggestions. Of course, I do what I feel like, but I think I always give a lot of importance to the suggestions given by my friends. Because they also understand the kind of worth probably you can get for a project. So yeah.
Your roles are famously intense. So what is one thing that you look for when you are reading a script?
Actually, both intense and comedy. I think I've got a lot of love for both kind of roles. What I look for, to be very honest, I look for a good story. It's basic. When we were kids, our grandparents or our parents used to narrate a story to you. And sometimes you like the story, and sometimes they were boring, right? So for me as an actor, it's very important that I don't get bored while reading a script. That's it. And I always try to find, I try to find moments where my character in the story becomes like the main catalyst, towards drama. I think that's very important, that my characters need to really add something to the drama. It need to take the script ahead. If it's not doing that, I don't like it. And I'm also an English honors student, so I've read a lot of books. I mean, that's what I did all my life. I did theatre, so reading stories is the only good thing which happened to me is, I think, my graduation. Because when I was before I became an actor, because you get to read so much of world literature that somehow I think it becomes like a muscle memory. So if you read a bad screenplay, you immediately know it. And if I can't finish a story in one reading, I automatically start getting a little not sure about that script. But the ones which I read in like one go, I know I want to do it.
Interesting. Nice. It's a page turner. I think it sounds like personally it's that single child energy that you want the drama and you want the suspense.
Oh yes, I love drama.
Does that relate
in fact,
to your real life?
I have a T-shirt called Yes to Drama.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does that relate to your real life as well, or do you keep it separate?
I'm a peace-loving guy, but I don't mind some kind of drama in real life also. Why not? I mean, I'm good at handling things, and I feel that you always need conflicts to evolve. If you don't have conflicts in life, I don't think you're going to evolve. You're just going to stay somewhere. And I'm still young, so I'm not looking for a complete Zen zone in my life. I'm okay with ups and downs. I'm okay with having bad days, and of course I'm okay with good days. So, and if you don't have bad days, probably you won't have the fun. You won't really realize what good days are all about. So I enjoy that.
Well, speaking of drama, when everyone heard that you're coming to the office, Street 3 is all people could talk about. Can you give us some hints about your character, what's coming, surprises?
Oh, Street 3, I can't really disclose anything about Street 3. I think my producers will sue me. Dinesh sir, Amar Kaushik, I'm not going to talk about it, don't worry. I know a little bit about the story, but I'm not going to share. But let me just tell you that, Stree is a very, very special film. When we did the first part in 2018, it was like a small film with actors who were not really the mega stars, and everybody was starting their career. Only Rajkumar Rao had done one blockbuster movie. All of us were just new, starting off. Apar Shakti had done one. That was my debut. Shraddha Kapoor, of course, she was always the star. So for us, it was just going and doing a small movie and seeing how it goes, experiment with it. But then it's the audience, man. They just accepted those characters. They accepted the entire world, and thanks to you guys, seriously, because I think they gave us the space to explore. And when Stree 1 was a huge mega hit, then there was an added responsibility on Stree 2, because we didn't know whether to actually make it or not make it, because you don't want to how do you put it, you don't want to malign whatever has happened in the first part, right? You know that audience is expecting more from you, so you don't want to disappoint them. So that was the main reason why we took 6 years. And Amar Kaushik and Niren Bhatt, I think they're amazing. They're the amazing creators. Niren Bhatt is the writer. They cracked the story after 5 years, and good that they took that time, because the audience has given us more than we expected.
And more to come.
Yes, of course. 3, 4, 5, I don't know.
We can never know, right? Well, we should maybe definitely have you more on the show so you can tell us more about, some hints. But before that, how has this sudden fame changed things for you personally and as well as an actor?
Personally, I'm happy with my paychecks. Let's just put it that way. I think that's really something which I always looked forward to. I wanted. That's one thing which has changed personally.
I love that so much.
I love the honesty. I like the honesty.
Yeah,
like
but that's how it is. I mean, the first thing which came to me, I'm like, oh, I don't need to negotiate now. I'm going to get some money, which I always wanted. So that is great. Of course, parents. I think I'm very happy that they are happy. I come from a very middle class family, like a government job. My dad was serving in the forces. My mom is a housewife. We're a very simple family back in India. Me, dad, mom, and me. So it was like a 3 nuclear family. That was the word I was looking for. Nuclear family. Usually Indian families also have joint families where there are a lot of people, but we were just 3. and the bond was very strong. And I have been living away from my parents for many years, not eating my mom's food. So it was quite difficult all those years. And they always were a little scared, or they were like worried for me because they didn't know whether I'm going to actually make it, something's going to come out of my life or no. But now, when they go to the theaters and they see audience screaming for me, clapping for me, my dad just got emotional, a few days back, and I was like, "Oh, come on, you were the strong daddy. What happened?" But I really enjoyed that. I'm sorry, I'm looking. And then my mom, she called me and she said that my nickname is Gola. Gola is basically a big round boy, So I was very round when I was a child. So
Cute.
yeah. So she's like, should I call you Gola or should I call you Jana? Jana is my character name for Stree. Coming that from your mother is really special, because that really shows how much she loved my work and how happy she is. Because mothers are very possessive about their nicknames, right?
That is true.
So yeah, and my wife, and she can't stop smiling, and she's always like, she's a little nicer to me. I would just say little, but yeah, she's proud of me. She has seen me go through so many ups and downs, and finally, I think we are a little relaxed. That's a personal front. And as an actor, I think now I have the confidence to probably experiment more, and put the threshold, just keep pushing. Because as an actor, I think I don't want to be in a space where I'm stuck, where I'm happy with what I'm doing, where I'm satisfied with what I'm doing. I need to push the envelope and see what more can I explore as an actor. It's going to be a long journey as an actor. I don't want to stop. And that kind of confidence is very, very important for an actor. Problem with actors is that, especially when you're struggling, you're always doubting yourself. There's so many self-doubts. You're wondering whether you're good, whether you can actually do it, whether whatever you're trying, your craft, is it really working with the audience, or with the directors, or with the critics. But when you get appreciation from all of them, you're like, okay, there's something which is going right. Now let's try something else. That kind of a mentality is something which is, I think, I'm enjoying that. I can't wait to get back on set. I think I start shooting again for something in December or January. So I'm already prepping myself. I'm already trying to tell myself that, okay, now you need to do something different. Let's see how it goes.
I am very disappointed that we need to wrap this up, because I think it's been a great chat and I really appreciate your honesty throughout the interview. Before you leave us, for people inspired by your journey, for everyone who comes from humble backgrounds and wants to make it big, if there's 16-year-olds watching today, or if you got to talk to your 16-year-old self, what's one piece of advice that you would give?
Oh, my 16-year-old self? I don't think I want to give any advice. He was very smart. I think, yeah, seriously, I think wherever I am, I think I'm because of my teens and my 20s. I was a very smart kid. I knew exactly what I needed to do. I took all my decisions on my own. In fact, I had a huge problem with my daddy and me, because, he was against a lot of things, and I always had this rebellious attitude. So no complaints, brother. You did great. You did great. And to all the other 16-year-olds, I'm sure you guys are doing great. Just keep doing whatever you guys are doing. Live your life, be happy, and have fun. That's it.
That is the energy we're going to finish up today on. That is Abhishek Banerjee. Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. It was really great having you.
Thank you, Farah.
Thank you,
and
Casey.
that brings us to the end of the Lovin Dubai show. We'll be back with you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Bye-bye.